So I went to Starbucks and I ordered a chestnut praline latte and they gave me a caramel brulee latte, but I didn't say anything because it's delicious. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the only holiday makeup tutorial you need. Yes, today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial and it's basically going to be this beautiful, very universal, sparkly, bronzy eye. And I give you 3 different lip options. So if this nude just ain't cutting it for you, you're like, girl, that's boring. That's every day, all year long. It kind of is. Then I've got 2 other festive, more holiday-esque lip options for you all the way at the end, so stay tuned. But my idea for this look was that I wanted something other than the classic kind of gold sparkly eyeshadow look for holiday that was more universally flattering on not only different skin tones but different eye shapes. Just everybody can basically pull off this look. It's not that difficult of a look. I feel like it's universally flattering for a bunch of different lip colors. So no matter whether you do one of the 3 lip options I give you, or you have another lip that you've just been dying to pull out for your holiday party, like I feel like this is the perfect look that can pair well with basically any lip color. Very easy to achieve, gonna be flattering on basically everybody, and is still fun and festive and sparkly and pretty and cute. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. But before we head on to the makeup tutorial, I did want to mention to you guys that for Vlogmas this year, I will not be doing daily videos, but I'm going to be vlogging every single day throughout the month. And then Mondays throughout December, I'm going to be giving you guys weekly vlogs. So that's going to be my version of Vlogmas because I do want to still keep up with my regular schedule and do all of the videos that I already planned out for December, because there's just like, December is just a content-packed month, but I still wanted to get in on the vlogging fun, and I just literally, this is the busiest month of my life. I cannot commit to vlogging, editing, and uploading every single day. So this is going to be my version of it. Every Monday you're going to be getting a weekly vlog from me, so you're still going to be seeing everything that I do every month, and it's not going to be nearly as difficult as keeping up with the video for me every day, because I know so many people are doing it. And I feel like last year I did Vlogmas and nobody was watching my videos because there was just too many everyday videos to watch. So that was just a little side note for all of my regular viewers. If you're new here, then don't forget to hit subscribe so that you can check out all of my holiday content this month and all of the months in the future. But if you're interested in getting this universally flattering, festive holiday look that's actually super easy to achieve, then just keep on watching. Hello, beautiful people. I haven't been in like a makeup-y setup that I actually enjoyed in what feels like a lifetime, so I'm very excited that I figured out this little setup. Is that random boxes that I've yet to unpack, even though I've lived here for 6 months under a tablecloth that in the last makeup tutorial I did, I used as my backdrop. Maybe. We'll never know. We'll never know. That is besides the point. Today we're going to be doing a little makeup tutorial for the holidays. I look like hot garbage right now. I'm sure in the intro that you just saw, I looked a lot better. So like, at least you know that we're gonna get somewhere in today's video. So I think we're gonna start off with some skin prep. So holiday season, you definitely want to be primed and ready, because most of the time for holiday things, we like to be glam from morning till night, or from evening all the way till the next morning if it's like a lit New Year's party, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go in with a primer that I swear by to keep on my makeup all night long. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and it's the mini size. Don't you worry, I've put the full size on my Christmas list this year. And we're just going to slap this all over, slap this all over our face, and you can literally feel it be sticky on your skin, ready to adhere any other makeup, and we love it. We love that feeling. So this is a really great primer just to get everything to stick to your face, but we also want to do a little prep and correct, like pore filling, smoothing out everything else, because as you can see, your girl is breaking out hard. So we're gonna go in with this Clean Slate Smoothing Primer. Just take a little bit, it's like a putty, so you just need a tiny bit, because this is really gonna do a great job at filling in your pores in this little cheek area. That's where I get my biggest pores. And then just go around the whole rest of the face and smooth this over it. It might feel a little weird on top of that sticky milk base, but they work magic together, I promise. Okay, now we're just gonna do some spot concealing before we go ahead and prep the brows and the eyes, just because I can't bear to look at my face like this any longer. Also, this like one asymmetrical side of the shirt is really annoying and keeps falling, and it doesn't really matter to you because you can only see up to here on me, but to me it's really freaking annoying. But yeah, anyway, so to spot conceal, I'm going to use this CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. I'm using the shade M150 Buff Beige, and this is the perfect shade for me right now to spot conceal because it's almost exactly the same shade as my skin. Not any lighter, not any darker. It's just gonna really help at actually concealing things. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just spot conceal any blemishes, which honestly is mostly my whole face at the moment. I really don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the New Jersey water. I'm not sure what's happening, but my face hates me right now. Truly just hates me. Okay, and I only did the top of the brow to carve it out because we're gonna use our eye primer, which I'm so excited to tell you guys about. You've already heard about it, I'm sure, but we're gonna use our eye primer to prime and like cut the brow under. So right now I'm just gonna take my concealer brush and carve out the top of the brow because you can't really do this with a sponge. And then go ahead and take our sponge. The sponge I'm using today is the Juno & Co. Velvet Sponge. I used this the other day on my makeup and I was so beat and flawless and airbrushed and just full coverage and amazing that I was like, oh, I love you and I'm never putting you down. So I had to tell you guys about it and use it in today's video. And I will say, you're gonna see that your makeup is a little bit harder to blend out, especially when it comes to like spot concealing and stuff, because that Hydro Grip Primer really makes stuff stay put. So as you can see, like it's taking me a little more effort to blend out the spot concealing, but that's because stuff is really staying where I put it. But we're gonna put foundation over the rest of this in the end anyway, so it's not gonna make that much of a difference. So now we're gonna go ahead and prime our eye with, oh my god, you guys, I finally got it. I feel like I've been talking for the past year and a half about the P. Louise eye base and how I really wanted it, and I finally made it to a Morphe store because now they sell it in Morphe stores, and I picked it up. I picked it up in the shade 02 Rumor, and oh my god, I didn't want to believe it. I was like, that's just basically a concealer. Like, it's, how is everybody raving about this? But I gotta tell you guys, this stuff is the real deal, and it's honestly changed my eyeshadow game. I'm not even kidding you. So I'm just gonna brush up my brows. I'm gonna squirt a little bit of this just on top of this primer, just because it's only the first flat surface that I found. And then you're gonna take that concealer brush we were just using, use this to carve out your brow, and then you can take more of it and just fill in your entire eyelid to act as eyeshadow primer. And don't be afraid of this product. You can put a lot, and honestly, the more you put, the better. Make sure that it's like nice and opaque and your eyelid is like completely blanked out. I know I look psychotic right now. There's a reason. It's a process, okay? Okay, and once that is completely like opaque on there, just to like pat it into the skin and make sure it's all smooth and not as wet, you're just gonna take like a big fluffy brush. This is the E50 Large Fluff from Sigma, and you're basically just going to pat so that everything is seamless and smooth and you don't have any streaks or anything, and it's like fully opaque across the whole eye. Okay, and now that the top of my eye and the bottom of my eye are both carved out, it's gonna be super easy for me to just go in and fill in my brow. So to fill in my brow, I'm using the Ardell Stroke a Brow. It's like a little brush tip pen, and I love this stuff. This new technique that I've been doing, like carving out my brows first and then just going in and hitting it with this little marker just to fill in the sparse areas, has made, one, my brow routine so much quicker, and two, it makes it look so much more natural because it's like actually my brow shape, and I'm just filling in where is absolutely necessary. And then I'm just gonna set them with the clear Great Lash Mascara. I just recently trimmed my brows, so they're ready to go. They're not giving me any trouble. Okay, now we are really up close and personal. So I'm gonna take this brush. I didn't set down this eye primer with anything because it works best when you like leave it as is. So I'm just gonna take this large fluff brush and just tap it out so that we're not creasing. Once you get eyeshadow on top of this, it like stops creasing. It's not gonna crease during the day or anything. So the two palettes we're gonna go in with today is the Sigma Warm Neutrals Volume 2, beautiful warm brown shades in here. And then I'm also going to go in with probably a little bit of the Naked Honey palette from Urban Decay. You guys know I've been loving the Tati Beauty palette lately, but I wanted to use stuff that you guys could actually get your hands on, and I know that palette is completely sold out, and I don't really know when she's restocking. When she does, you guys need to pick it up, but in this holiday season she's not, so I wanted to use stuff that you guys could actually use. And then I have some eyeshadows and pigments here. I picked up these two at Ulta today from ColourPop. This is a little quirky, and it's a beautiful like shimmery bronze shade. And then also this one in Cosmic Charge, and it's like a shimmery, also kind of a bronze but lighter or darker. I don't know, they were just beautiful. I ended up buying 4 ColourPop shades. Beautiful, all of them. And then I found this. This is the NYX Foil Play. It said on the description at Ulta that it was like a cream pigment, which I don't really understand, but I swatched it and it does feel like a wet kind of powder, but it's a beautiful shade, so I did want to try to use this. But yeah, let's just, I guess, get into the look. Okay, so I'm gonna go in first with this henna shade in the Warm Neutrals palette from Sigma, and I'm going to take this on an E25 also from Sigma, and we're going to just pack this directly through the whole crease. And I know you're like, Ashley, what? Where the fuck is your transition shade? Just trust me on this, guys. Like, this P. Louise eye base has just changed the entire way I do my eyeshadow, and like, I love it so much. Literally, do you see how pigmented this is? Like, yes, these eyeshadows are good, but like, this eye base really, it's just next level. Now I'm gonna go in with this Buff and Blend E39 brush from Sigma, and I'm gonna go into the Naked Honey palette and go into this shade here called Drip. It's like a warm chocolatey brown. It kind of looks like hot cocoa, which very fitting for this tutorial, you know. And we're just gonna take this along the edges of where we put that henna color and just buff and blend like the brush says. Okay, then we're gonna go back into the Warm Neutrals palette and take this shade Toasty on a big fluffy brush. This one I have here is the number 10 from Sephora. And we're just gonna take this across the very outer edges of this blend and just blow it all out so that there's no harsh lines. As you can see, like on this side, it's a lot more blown out than this side. So we're just gonna go back and forth in kind of circular motions just to make sure this is all nice and blended. But putting that first color down and then blending from the outside is really gonna help keep that pigment on the lid so that we get a really nice smoky glam look. She's smoky, all right. She is smoky. So I went to Starbucks and I ordered a chestnut praline latte, and they gave me a caramel brulee latte, but I didn't say anything because it's delicious. Okay, just to deepen this look up, I'm going to take that E25 I used before and get this Sting shade from the Naked Honey palette. And we're just going to kind of press this on this outer and inner corner just to deepen it up and keep that richness and smokiness. Smoky eyes are all about like a nice build, so don't be afraid to go back to a color or a brush and rebuild if you blended something out too much, because you can always add, but you can't take away. So it's better to start off small and then make adjustments as you see fit. Now we're gonna go into this Flyby shade from the Naked Honey palette, just on a small smudger brush. And I'm gonna use this to highlight my brow bone because it is honestly my favorite brow bone highlight shade of all time. Like, this shade is amazing for your brow bone. I might have taken it a little too far down, so I'm just gonna go back in with this brush and blend these edges so that our look doesn't look like chalky or anything. Okay, now I'm going to take a little more of the P. Louise eye base so that we can like cut out our little halo portion of our eye. And I'm gonna get that on a small flat shader brush, and starting right above your crease, well, above my crease, like I can see the natural fold in my eye, and that's a little too low for where I wanna put it. So I'm gonna go right above it, and I can't talk during this step because I'll mess it up, but I'm gonna go right above it and then just basically drag it down. And then you're gonna go on the outside and make like a curved shape, and then we're gonna kind of feather it out. And the edges of it don't have to be perfect because I do want like a natural fade from the shimmer we're gonna put here into the matte colors. So I'm honestly just gonna leave it there. But it does clean it up so that when you put that color on top, it like stands out more. Now I'm just gonna wipe off this brush because I wanna use the same one. And I'm gonna go into that foil play shade and we're gonna see how this works out. But it's basically like right in the top here. So I'm just gonna take my brush in it. It reminds me of a loose version of the Tarte Chrome Paint. I'm just gonna apply this right in that section that we put down the eye base. And that looks really pretty. Gotta say, that looks really, really pretty. Oh yeah. Okay, now that I've got it on there, I think I'm gonna use my fingers to kind of tap it out along the edges because some things your fingers just do better. Oh yeah, I like that. She's pretty. She's very holiday chic. We love. I love doing bronzes for the holidays more than golds because, I don't know, I just find them to be more flattering. I find it to be more universally flattering to use bronze than gold. Then I'm going to take my E25 that had that leftover dark brown and just also blend this along the edges just so that we have a really nice seamless transition into those two colors. I think I want like a hint more of glitter. So I'm gonna go into the A Little Quirky shade and just take this on my finger and tap this over. Is that even doing anything? I don't know. I just wanted to touch more glitter. Is that too silver? I might have fucked up, you guys. It's the holidays. The more glitter, the better. Am I right? Yeah, that probably didn't do anything. I just kind of wanted to use it because there's like little blue flecks of sparkle in here. I thought it would show up, but it's not. So I think we're just gonna keep it there. Okay, sorry. Okay, so now we're gonna do a really nice, super smoky lash line. And I'm thinking it's holiday, so the way to go is a black. Is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the way to go is black. But I think I wanna start off by smudging like a brown shadow on my lash line, like a deep brown. So I think I'm gonna go in with the Sting shade, but on a small smudger brush. I don't know why my voice just went there, but I live in Jersey now, so you know it's a thing. And then we're just gonna pack this on to the lash line. I'm gonna try to keep it mostly focused on the outer corner and then taper it into the inner corner because I don't want it to be like this huge block of dark brown. But like, that's good. I like that. She works. Okay, so now let's grab a black eyeliner. This one is my fave. It's the Revlon So Fierce in the shade Midnight Mystery. Pretty sure she needs a little bit of a sharpen. So I just got her nice and sharpened, and now we're gonna go in and tightline the eye. You never want this little fold of skin to like show through under your lashes. It just makes everything look stupid. We're gonna go in and smudge this along the lash line. Wow, my Jersey accent is really coming strong. I just said smudge this along. Who am I? Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Then I'm gonna take a little angled brush and just work this in. You can wing it out if you want. Then I'm gonna go over it with that brown. Is she smudgy enough? I don't think so. There's like a fine line between too smudgy and not smudgy enough. I know what I need. I need just a little more black on this outer corner. Yep, I just needed a little lift. That's what she needed. That's what she needed. Okay, so let's do that same thing on the other eye. We're good to go. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean up under the eye with a little bit of a makeup remover pad. These little ones are perfect for like when you're doing your makeup. They're from Almay. They come in like this kind of thing because they're just like, you don't need a whole makeup wipe to wipe away fallout. So like, why waste a whole makeup wipe when you can just use one of these? These don't really work at the end of the night when you're trying to take off your makeup. You need to use like 70 of them to get a full eye look off. But like for something like this, they're perfect. Okay, so now I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do my skin because I like to do my skin before lashes because sometimes I get concealer in my lashes when I do it first. So I'm gonna go ahead and first conceal under my eyes with that CoverGirl concealer because these dark circles are crazy. Oh, let me zoom you guys out. You can see my whole face now. Okay, are you guys gonna clock me if my foundation doesn't perfectly match my neck because there's a lot of neck exposed today? Please don't. Thank you so much. Okay, so the foundation combo, because you know I love a good combo, lately that I've been loving has been the Makeup Forever, the Maybelline Superstay, and this is in the shade 112 Natural Ivory. Too light for me, so because of that, I always mix it with something darker. And this, I recommended this to you guys like last summer, like not the summer that just passed, the summer before, summer 2018. And these are the Isden Skin Drops. All of it is like rubbed off, but like they remind me of, I want to say something that I've never actually even used before, the Custom Cover Drops from Cover FX, because it's like this little bottle is like so goddamn pigmented that like I don't even understand it. So I'm assuming it's like a concentrated pigment. So I'm gonna do one pump, one and a quarter pumps of the Maybelline, and I don't know why, this is just like what I've chose to use to mix all of my stuff today. And then this comes in like a little dropper, and it's like a summer shade for me. So I'm just gonna go in with, oh, that was nothing. Okay, that was maybe a little too much. So honestly, it's like a half and half mix, which means it's probably gonna be too dark for me, but like we'll make it work. I don't really need that much though, because I did this routine on, was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday. Me and Meech went to the mall, and I was like, yo, your girl is beat. So it had to do with this sponge. Like for some reason, like that combo right there is very full coverage, but for some reason this sponge, you need so much less product than with a regular beauty blender or any other sponge I've ever used. Like it's really weird. And full coverage is something I'm looking for at the moment because I'm breaking out so bad. So like, your girl appreciates. And like honestly, this combo with this sponge might be too much makeup for you. I'm not gonna lie. It is full coverage, but I feel like if there's any other time of year to do full glam, it's the holiday time. So that's why I'm just going for it. And there's something about like this being like velour that like kind of makes it like your skin looks already powdered. Does that make sense? This shirt is annoying. I'm trying to be festive for you guys, but this shirt is freaking annoying. Now to highlight, I'm going to use the ColourPop concealer in Light 16. And I'm just going to use this a little bit under the eye just to highlight, because obviously we already did conceal. I like to conceal under first because I think it cancels out dark circles a lot better than just doing this. Cupid's bow around the mouth, nose, forehead, and also if you put on a foundation shade that was a little too dark for you, highlighting like this is going to help it like even out. Then we're going to blend this out. Okay, now to set that, as usual, Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. Haven't found anything better. And like I said, this velour sponge, you kind of don't even need to powder. Like everything just like seems already set for some reason. It's kind of like using a powder puff, because like the outside does feel like a powder puff, but you know us, it's the holiday season, so let's get super duper glam. So just to finish that off and set and add, you know, even more coverage, I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless, the Charlotte Tilbury powder, you know, and just set. Okay, let's finish up under the eyes before we go on any further. I kind of want like a super smoke down here for some reason today. So I'm gonna start off, I think, with Drip on this M507. It's like a tiny little smudgy brush. Let me zoom in. We're going to buff this. I'm gonna keep it mostly on the outer corner. Oh, I might have went a little too ham. That's okay, I can fix it. And I'm gonna like connect it up with the top lid just so that it doesn't look like disconnected or anything. Now that that's nice and smoky, I'm going to get a little flat definer brush, and I'm gonna go into Henna, that first shade we used in the crease at the very beginning from the Sigma palette. And I'm just gonna press this along this outer corner and then go back in with that blendy brush and just blend these edges. And then take Sting, the even darker brown color, and press this basically right on top just to add even more depth and dimension. Now I will do mascara and lashes. Mascara, I pulled out the Wander Beauty Mile High Club. And then for lashes, I picked up these at Ulta today. These are the Kiss Pixie Lashes. They didn't have my number ones, or my Kiss number 1 lashes. They had the number 11s, but these looked a little bit prettier than the number 11. So I was like, oh, let me give these a try. And then I also picked up this Kiss Dark Adhesive Lash Glue because I can't find the Duo Brush On Dark anywhere. I keep seeing this like dual-ended one where one side is clear and one side is dark. And I'm like, I don't want that. I just want the dark one. So I was like, hopefully they didn't discontinue it, but also hopefully this Kiss one works just as good, because apparently I can find this, but not that. Okay, lashes are on. Now let's finish up with these cheeks. And then I'm gonna go fix my hair, get some jewelry on, and then I will give you our 3 lip options, but let's finish up this face. Okay, sis, let's bronze because we're looking a little dead. So lately I've been really enjoying the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, but I only have this little mini size that I think I got, I don't know, some kind of like Sephora Perks thing or something. And lately I've been using it with this Duo Fiber F15 brush from Sigma. You guys know I love a Duo Fiber brush for my bronzer, but this one is just a little bit smaller, and for some reason I've been like, nah, oh my god, the bronzer just went in my mouth and literally tasted like, it's so big right now. Oh my god, this bronzer keeps going in my mouth. If I can taste this bronzer going in my mouth, what about all the times where I can't taste the bronzer going in my mouth? How much bronzer do I eat? And then to contour, I'm just gonna use the same powder, but I've been loving this little Sephora VIB Rouge Pro Mini Flawless Amber. This is like the little brush you get when you're rouge. I think they sell it like actually as a brush though. Maybe not the mini version, but like this kind of brush. I don't know, it's just like a domed kind of kabuki brush. And it's been really great for like chiseling out my cheekbones lately. Like it just packs on the right amount of product. And then I've been using this Morphe nose contour brush lately. This is E62. I'll just start up here. Oh, she went on thick. I know I look crazy right now, but first of all, I'm gonna take my powder brush and just kind of like stamp it over my nose contour a little bit. And then with my, wait, this might work, Solo Dolo. I'm gonna take a little bit more of my Fit Me Loose powder on the tip of my sponge and just carve her on out under my cheekbones to carve that contour out as well. Oh, she snatched. And then for blush, Wet n Wild Rose Champagne. This is just like one of the prettiest blushes ever. And you guys know I'm pretty like standard with blush. So I'm just gonna take this Royal & Langnickel blush brush. Just put that on my cheeks. This is a nice complement to this look because it's not too much, but it does give you a nice flush of color, so any lip you pair with it is not going to clash. And now I don't want this nose contour or anything to sit too long, so I'm just going to take my bronzer brush and brush it off now. Oh, that nose is snatched, you know? Okay, now we're going to go ahead with our setting spray. This is the Morphe Continuous Mist setting spray, and just spray the shit out of our face to prep for highlighter. Oh, that might have been excessive, but like it felt so good. Highlighter we're going to use today is Rodeo Dry. I feel like that made my skin look so much better instantly. Like, that's crazy. Rodeo Dry from Orphe. Ofra. Sis. I've been loving this lately. Like, it's just a beautiful bronzer. I mean, highlighter. Oh my god, I'm a mess. Highlighter brush M510. Morphe. Oh man. You cannot have a holiday look without a glow. I'm just sorry. That's just the rules. I don't make them up. I just follow them. Hit the nose. Cupid's bow, and then also hit the inner corner. You gotta get that inner corner. Oh, that just set it off. Okay, yeah, that really just set it off. She glam. She glam. Shambles. Okay, I'm gonna go fix my hair, get my shit together, and then we'll be back because I've got not 1, not 2, but 3 lip options for you bitches. Are you ready? Okay, you guys, I'm back and I'm looking better than ever. Not really, not better than ever, but better than before. But now we're gonna get into our lip options. So I'm gonna go, I think, from boldest to least bold. So starting off, we're gonna do our classic cherry red holiday lip. The reason I wanted to do a look like this was because I wanted a overall universal holiday look that you could do with no matter what lip color you wanted to do it with. A lot of people like to venture out, but not a red, maybe like a berry, and then other people like me don't ever steer away from a nude lip. So I wanted to try to do a few different options. So number 1 is going to be our cherry red lip, and we have a beautiful combo. All the lip liners I'm using today are the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liners. This is not sponsored at all. I would love to be sponsored by NYX for this specific product because these are my favorite lip liners of all time. I picked up this one today because I didn't have a red. It's spicy, and we're just gonna go ahead and line our lips with this. I think for a red lipstick, it's really important to line your lips first, just so that you get a really nice, crisp, clean line. And I had some lip balm on my lips, just moisturizing them. So it definitely helped this glide on super easy. And that was honestly the quickest I've ever done a lip line in my life. So the red lipstick we're going to use today is the Luxe Matte Lip Color from Bobbi Brown. And this is in the shade Red Carpet. And oh my God, isn't that the most beautiful like holiday red ever? Oh my God, do you see that pigment? Okay, so as you can see, this is definitely the boldest of the lip options, but like, don't I look ready to holiday party? Like, I feel like this is the most holiday out of all the looks we're gonna do. Like, even with my red nails, like, don't I look so holiday? But this lipstick, it's like a really nice matte formula, but it is so comfortable on the lips, glides on like a dream. You just saw that level of pigment, and it actually does wear pretty well. But yeah, this is lip option number 1, the classic holiday red. We love to see it. Next, I just cleaned up my lips so that we can start fresh and hit my Cupid's bow with a little more highlighter. Next up is going to be like a pretty kind of neutral mauve-y berry color. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Vintage, which is a really nice purple color, and I love to use this either under any pinks or berry colors I wear. And then on top of that, I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade Trophy Wife. And you can totally leave it here if you want, but you guys know me, I hate a crusty liquid matte lip. So I'm going to top it off with a gloss. This is just a nude gloss from Revlon in the shade Super Natural, and it's just a nude, so it doesn't really change the color at all. It just adds some moisture and some shine. Okay, so this is lip option number 2. It's not all the way a nude, but it is more neutral than our red lip, but it still adds a little bit of like a mauve kind of deeper flare. Pairs very, very well with our bronze eye, and I think it's still really nice and festive. It's not your like classic nude lip. I feel like this is a neutral lip that would be a little bit more comfortable for older women, because I know a lot of older women don't like nude lips. They think it makes them look dead. So I feel like this is a good compromise between the bold and the kind of bold nude. I feel like a nude lip can be kind of a little bit of a bold statement, obviously less so than a red, but for certain people, wearing a super nude lip is more of a statement than wearing something like this. This is a little bit more subdued, just kind of pleasant, you know? Okay, now for lip number 3, my fave, my personal choice, the nude. So I have 2 lip liner options here for you guys, because I know I like to usually do a darker lip line, but I know that's not for everybody. So the lip liner I'm going to be using is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Cold Brew. But I also, if you want something a little bit more soft-spoken, this is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Soft Spoken. So it's definitely more of like it reminds me a lot of MAC Whirl, but Cold Brew is definitely more of like a MAC, I don't even know the name, but it's definitely darker. So I'm going to go in with Cold Brew, but if you don't want a darker lip line, too dark, then go in with Soft Spoken. And to top that off, I'm going to do a little bit of this lipstick from Bite Beauty. This is in the shade Honeycomb. And it reminds me a lot of Ferris Nude from L'Oreal. So if you have that, you can use that too. And then to top it off, one of my fave, this is Fussy from Fenty Beauty. It's just a really pretty sparkly pink gloss. And there you have it. The last lip option is my classic shiny, glossy, pouty nude lip. This is definitely going to be the easiest lip to touch up, because most of the time when I do a lip like this, which is most of my life, I will end up just bringing along the gloss to touch up because it's super easy. Sometimes I'll just bring the lip liner, but like when you're drinking, when you're eating during the holidays, I tend to go with something like this because it's just no muss, no fuss. You get to touch it up super easy. Just pop on a little more gloss and you're good to go. You don't have to sit there with a red lip and like draw and do all that stuff. It's not the end of the world if you have to, if you want to pull off that red lip, but like for me, most of the time I'm helping, cooking, doing things, drinking. I don't want to be bothered with touching up my makeup, so I usually tend to go for a look like this. Okay, you guys, that is actually going to be it for this makeup tutorial. Everything I used in this video will be linked down below for you guys to shop if you want to use any of it. They all will be affiliate links, so thank you in advance. Love you the most for getting me some food on the table. But yeah, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to do any other holiday makeup tutorials this month, and I will gladly work them into my schedule. Also, if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button before you head on out. I love you all so much, and I will see you in my next video.